Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this news of the week about Farming Simulator 25. This week we got an abundance of trailers and blog article and fact sheets. And let's first have a look at the trailers, then we talk about goats and finally about the fact sheets of this week. So let's start with a fast trailer about the New Holland CR11 in the golden look. And you get this as pre-order bonus if you either buy the game at Giants directly, for example through my partner code, which is in the description below and would make me very happy. Or you get this if you buy at Steam or Epic or PlayStation and Xbox the game with the year one bundle. And if you buy the collector's edition, and some people told me if you buy at Amazon the with the day one pack, and you have to have a look at it, whether this is true. And the last thing is, if you later buy the first season pass separately from the game, so first you only buy the game, and then you think, oh, I want to have the season pass, then you get this golden New Holland CR11. Oh, I just played again, I talk so long. And you can get this also. And yeah, so it is a little bit complicated, but there are quite a lot of possibilities to get this. And if you just want to buy the game and not the year season pass bundle, so and so forth, then you will have the same combine harvester in the game, the New Holland CR11, but not in gold, only in yellow. So everyone will have the yellow New Holland CR11. Okay, the next thing is the in the meantime well-known MacDon pack, which is a pre-order bonus, and everyone who pre-orders get this MacDon pack. And with this MacDon pack comes machinery for swathing, which is rather common in the northern USA and Canada, for example, and in northern parts of Europe. And we won't have base game vehicles in the beginning that are able to do this swathing. So you need to have this MacDon pack if you want to play with swathing from the beginning. Modders will be able to use the functionality that is in the base game, but I guess that will take some time until those mods come out. So who is very eager to play with swathing should pre-order, I would say. And when you are patient, there's no need. And it is not confirmed yet, but I think it will. This pack will come out after the release for a rather small price as a dedicated DLC, which is not part of the season pass. But that is only my assumption. Okay, now it's time for the goats. We got a trailer on Tuesday, this 25-second trailer that we got about quite a lot of topics, and this time it's about goats. And here we can see them roaming around, and the little baby goats, and they come in 3 stages, so babies, kids and adults. They give milk, as you can see here, and you can produce goat cheese and goat milk in bottles. And here we have some images because we also got a blog article which is more humorous than informative. So the only information is the 3 age stages. And they say that the rectangular pupils are very, very difficult to build, and that they are very good for the goats in real life for their view. But this is more about real life goats. And yeah, that it take quite a while to animate them, and they took very great care that they are animated very good, which is nice. Here you can see the baby. And there in the background you can see one jumping. I'm really looking forward to the goats. I think it will be very cute to just watch them. And here we have the kids. They are a little bit bigger. And they are jumping around as well. And here you see a mother goat and a baby and all 3 stages. So here you can see the difference between the baby and the kid a little bit, but I think they are rather close together. So it's not like that the kids are like teenagers. They are really like kids. And I think it's the same with the water buffaloes and the cows and so. So the young animals are rather close together in age. And here we see them in their barn. It looks like the sheep Hermann barn. They didn't give us information about the needs of the goat and about the barns. And here it's obvious the barn looks like a sheep barn, but we don't know yet whether we can just buy a sheep and goat barn and then buy sheeps and goats. Those are informations that are still open. And I would have liked if they would told us such things, because that is the thing I'm really interested in. And whether they eat the same stuff like the goats or not. I have the same questions for the water buffaloes, but no information about this. And in the background we see a guy, which is, I think, a player character, and it looks new to me. And I'm very curious about what changes we will get in the character editor. And they didn't told us anything about this. Now we only have 4 more weeks to go until FS25 releases. And there are a lot of informations that are still missing. So that they have teased, but without any further information. So I want information about the production that seemed to be modified. So they said they will show more, and you can go inside of the production buildings and you can see how the stuff is produced. And I want to know whether there are other changes. They promised some changes already in July 2022 when we were in Mannheim. They said, okay, those changes that I wish for the production that are similar to production revamp won't come to FS22, but maybe for the next game, and they are already working on it. And so I expect some changes. No word until now. And then there are those fillable selling stations and the buildable houses and the building projects and the interactive NPCs, just to name a few of those things that are already teased but without any information yet. And I hope that there are maybe even more and other new things. But they have to hurry up. They told us 5 times about rice, and yeah, so spinach over and over again. So some information are told to us in all different kinds of forms, with a trailer, with a blog post, with this and that, and others are completely missing yet. And I wonder, are they maybe not yet finished? So we will have to be patient, and I hope they will give us the information soon. So let's go on. Yeah, here we see the milk cans that are delivered from the goats, and we see the deep holes that are in the ground from the forklift. So even apart from a field, when it's a dirt ground, then you can see strong ground deformations. For me, it looks like mud, because when it's dry, the ground doesn't deform so much. Yeah, we will see whether it is really like that. And what we can see is that the milk of the goats will be delivered on pallets, and I think that has to do with the functionality of the sheep barns, because they can only spawn in pallets, and they don't have the functionality that you can drive by with a tank trailer and get the milk like that. That's why I made my mod with milk sheeps with milk can pallets as well, and this looks similar. Yeah, and here we have the production. This is the goat cheese and goat milk in bottles, and another player character. And now we are here at the fact sheets, and this is a sugar beet harvester, but not from Grimme. We always have those Grimme sugar beet and potato harvesters. But no, this is from AgriFact, the enterprise where we got a big self-propelled sprayer already. So a new brand in Farming Simulator. This is the light tracks, and for me it doesn't look light at all, more like on the heavy side. It has 469 horsepower. The fuel tank is 900 liter. It weighs 21 ton. It costs $527,000. It has a variable gear, and on the street you can drive 25 kilometers per hour, and when working 10 kilometers per hour. And here we have another sugar beet harvester, but this is not a self-propelled one, but one that you need to use with a tractor. And it's from Amity Technology. Sounds American to me. I will have to find out what kind of brand this is. And it's called 2720 Harvester Scrub. You need a tractor with at least 280 horsepower, which is quite strong, and it weighs 20.4 tons. The working speed is 6 kilometers per hour or 6 miles per hour. Did I say 6? For the 10 kilometers per hour and 6 miles per hour. So I was already thinking about the miles. Sorry about this. And it costs $175,500. The bunker is only 6.5 cubic meter, and the working width is 6.4 meters. This is big. This is really big for a sugar beet harvester. So The working width is enormous, and therefore we need the strong tractor. And sadly, we only have this 6.5 cubic meter bunker. Maybe they always work with the auger wagon driving beside, because if not, you would have to unload quite frequently, especially with this big working width. Yeah, and we have the auger wagon that is in the same color and has the perfect height for it, just on the same fact sheet. It's the Crop Chaser 1000, and you need 450 horsepower, and it weighs 21.8 tons. It costs $160,000, and the capacity is 60.9 cubic meters. This is huge. So you can unload this small sugar beet harvester quite a lot of time in this auger wagon. And the auger wagon can carry all kinds of stuff except grapes. And here we have the small old Massey Ferguson, which is not so small after all. It is the FS2570, and it has 250 horsepower. The fuel tank is 378 liters, and the grain tank is 8,000 liters, which is good. It's the same size than the top liner we had in FS22, and that's very good because I like the big bunker of the top liner and the big working width. For a starting vehicle, it was really awesome, but I didn't like this green color. It was too much frog-like for my taste. And I didn't like this very big writing, but okay, the Massey Ferguson has a big writing too, but I like the color better. It's a strong red, yes, but this green wasn't my taste of the top liner. But other than that, I really like the top liner because of this facts that he had, and it was so useful, especially when you just start and the harvesting is so fast already in the beginning. Yeah, and I think we will get this Massey Ferguson as the starting combine harvester, and I'm quite happy about this. Okay, did I say all the facts? I don't think so. It costs $104,500. It has a variable gear, and the speed on the road is 25 kilometers per hour or 15 miles per hour, and the weight is 10.1 tons. And then we have the header for this Massey Ferguson. It weighs 1.7 tons. The working speed is 10 kilometers per hour or 6 miles per hour. It costs $30,000, and the working width is 6 meters, which is quite decent. And then we have a direct seeder from the brand Köckerling, and it's the Ultima 800. And I wonder whether you are able to pronounce Köckerling. It sounds very German, and I don't think whether it is even German. It could also be Austrian also. But this harsh Köckerling is a very German sounding word, and I wonder whether you are able to pronounce it. So it needs 275 horsepower to work. It weighs 10.1 tons. The working speed is 20 kilometers per hour or 12 miles per hour. It costs $181,000, which is quite a lot. and the capacity for the seats is 4,000 liters, and the working width is 8 meters. So it is an awesome machine. But when I compare it to other seeders that we have in the game, direct seeders, for example, those with 6 meter working width, they cost around 100,000 bucks. So they are much cheaper, and they can also distribute fertilizer while you are sowing. So with those other, I don't know exactly. We have quite a lot of similar machines, and I don't know from which brand it was this time, but we saw them already in the fact sheets. And so to have one with 6 meter working width that is not only cultivating and sowing but also fertilizing in one go for a little bit more than 100,000, I would prefer over a machine that costs 180,000 and doesn't fertilize. But the name is very cool and it looks nice. And maybe in reality it has some advantages that the other machines don't have. Yeah, what do you think about this machine? And what do you think about this starting combine? I assume it will be the starting combine. They didn't tell us yet, but it really looks like this. What do you think about this Massey Ferguson combine, and compared to the topliner that we had in FS22, which has more or less the same specifications according to the bunker and the working width of the header? So tell me please, I would love to know. And I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.